Hey. Welcome to my...
I think we won it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the intro. Welcome to Mob of the Dead.
Welcome to Mob of the Dead.
We're here. We're running it again. We're back.
Oh, we
It's
meant
crazy.
to say Pod of the Dead.
No, the joke, we weren't going to...
Ah!
I thought we weren't going to acknowledge it.
All right, we're running this back. We're running.
No, this is the intro. We're in the podcast now. You can't go back
we're
on
not.
it.
We've gone back on this 5 minutes into episodes before. We are going back on this right now.
You know what? Fine. I'm editing, so we'll see how that goes.
I will hit you over the head with a brick.
I'm going to hold you accountable to that.
While in your sleep. You won't be aware. You will wake up.
I'll wake up and go, oh shit, my head hurts. What the fuck?
Welcome to Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to Mob of the Dead.
Welcome
We're
to Mob
here
of the Dead,
once
boys.
again. We're doing the podcast today.
We are doing the podcast today. So this should be fun. Should be a lot more positive.
Should be good. We're gonna. It's good vibes all the way down in this episode, I think.
I don't know if all the way down because there's like a little bit here and there.
not 100%, but I mean nothing's gonna be 100%.
Nothing's gonna be 100%. But I think I said last episode, this is the closest I think we have to a perfect map. I think I prefer Shadows. I think Shadows' highs beat the highs of Mob, but I think that Mob has less flaws.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, honestly. We'll have to see. That's something that we'll hash out. This is just like it's all very minor shit. Like when you're comparing something like Mob and Shadows, it's like the highs are very close.
We're talking like if we're rating them out of 10, we're talking like 9.6 to like a 9.5. Like it's
not a big difference.
We're really close here. This is why we when we're making fun of each other for you don't like this map as much as I do.
It's by like 0.1.
It's by 0.1, and we're kidding. Like I fully respect Mob being the best map. However, Shadows is better, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, Mob of the Dead is just superior, but you know, whatever, not a big deal.
So yeah, let's. What do we have anything else to talk about first?
There is actually one thing that I saw that I thought was interesting, which is that Warzone 2 is basically confirmed.
A bunch of people saying that. I saw Charlie Intel, Modern Warzone, and some other guys say it.
Yeah, so also confirmation that the next couple of Call of Duty games will be on PlayStation as well.
I did see that.
That's big. Cross-platform, as always, good. Also, something that surprised me just a little bit is the fact that PlayStation is still going to be like the Call of Duty platform for the next few years.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That is news to me.
Or there's gonna be because there's the tweet that Phil Spencer made that was like, we're gonna respect all of the like contracts and stuff that were made. So yeah, that was him being like, yeah, the agreements that they have with like Call of Duty and stuff, we're gonna respect those still for at least the next few years.
Do we have confirmation that is that, or do we have confirmation that that's just the games are gonna stay?
I mean, he specifically mentioned Call of Duty in the tweet.
No, but like the game is gonna stay on PlayStation.
Well, I mean, he said that they were gonna like respect contractual obligations and stuff, which means that's like.
I feel like the contractual obligations would be the fact that it would stay in the game.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that specifically is referring to the exclusivity. I don't remember the exact wording of the tweet, but that's what it.
I remember
says,
I
basically.
sent that tweet to the group chat, and then they both, Fish and Oliver, told me I was drunk, or that I was high.
Why?
I didn't know. I was so confused. They were trolling me. I didn't get it. They just kept yelling at me while I was trying to cut bolts, and it was weird. And then
we do a little trolling.
And then Fish sent the same tweet to the chat, and they're like, "Got it." And I was like, "What? What is happening?"
That is a little bit funny. I'm not gonna lie.
And I was confused because of also the internet. My work isn't great.
Oh yeah.
It's spotty occasionally. So I was like, "Did that not go through? What? But it'd be what?" And I was really confused.
I think you actually were just drunk and or high.
I was working. They would have sent me home and fired me.
I think you could have pulled it off.
My dad would have kicked the shit out of me on the spot, which what he said he would do.
I'm just gonna. Let's talk about Mob of the Dead.
Mob of the Dead.
Yeah. I think the place that I want to start is just the fact that it's
I am gonna let you run point here.
Yeah, that seems fair. Whenever we do the Shadows episode, I'll let you kind of take over because that's how it goes.
And
what? Yeah, you were.
I was thinking about who would take point on Origins. I like Origins much more than you.
I feel
do.
that's gonna be a pretty 50-50 episode.
But
I think.
But like we feel just as strongly as each other about Origins.
I don't know if I necessarily feel as strongly as you do, but I do think that it's a pretty overrated map.
I mean, yeah, but
we're talking too much about other maps.
Yeah, talk about Mob. Go.
Mob of the Dead. Probably like my outright favorite part of the map is just the setting and like the general identity of the map. We're on fucking Alcatraz. That's so cool. It's so
cool.
sick.
It is really cool, which I feel like it's been mildly diluted by Call of Duty since because everyone loved Mob so much, and they're like Rebirth Island. Blackout has BO4 had some stuff.
BO4 just had Alcatraz as a map,
and then it was like, and then Blood, so it's been a little bit watered down since, but like it has been watered down for a reason.
Yeah, Alcatraz Island is a really cool location.
Yeah,
and it's also still the best map in Warzone. So
yeah,
and it's
yeah. We're not talking about it. I like Caldera.
Yes, good old
man. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, Alcatraz is like it's just a cool setting. Not only is it cool for zombies, but it's just like it's a cool area in general. Like because of Mob of the Dead, I've actually watched a bunch of like Alcatraz documentaries and stuff and learned about the prison. I don't remember a whole lot of that now because it's been a while since I've watched all that stuff. But I mean, I think that just kind of speaks to like how cool the setting is and how good of a job Mob does, just because like just playing the map and my interest in it was enough to get me to go out of my way to learn more about Alcatraz.
Yeah. I see, I'm a little flipped there. Mm-hmm. I was interested in that before Mob. I've been like huge into like prison escape shit. Like escaping things personally has been a big thing for me for a while. And like I had read books about Alcatraz before I cared about Mob.
That seems like
I think it may be post Mob existing, but it was pre my like caring about it.
Yeah.
Because like I wasn't like really into Call of Duty consistently until like the first game I got like on near release was Ghosts. I remember getting Ghosts in that November. My grandma rolled up and was like, "Happy birthday, a month early." And I was like,
"Yo,
go!" And then it was up to that point the worst Call of Duty.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, it just got shit on super heavily because it was at that point the worst one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Alcatraz is super sick. I read books about it. I had watched a movie about it. I think I've watched the movie since, but
I haven't seen like the movie, like the Escape from Alcatraz or whatever. 'Cause I know what you're talking about. I've seen it around, but I haven't watched the movie.
I have watched it, and it's fun.
Fine movie.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty old. It's like an 80s movie.
Yeah. I think it would be fun to watch and just go, I know where that is.
Yeah, it's really fun doing that, especially since playing, because we've been playing BO4 a little bit recently, and we played Blood, and then we went and played Mob. I think, did we play it after? Or no, we then played Rebirth Island.
Yeah,
and then when this is the part on Blood.
Yeah,
as if it wasn't on Mob first.
Yeah, playing through all the different like.
I'm gonna make sure it's recording real quick. I'm a little nervous.
What, the OBS?
I'm just a little dumb.
Yeah, playing like Rebirth Island after playing like Mob and stuff, and just like watching all the documentaries and stuff, and just like getting an idea of the actual layout of Alcatraz Island is kind of fun. I enjoy that.
And then I think a good transition here. I said you'd run point, and then I'm taking the transition.
Hey, you're fine. You're good.
But I think that a good transition here from just Alcatraz being sick as fuck, we can go straight to the Easter egg. Because the Easter egg highlights how fucking cool Alcatraz is.
Yeah. The Easter egg in Mob of the Dead is, like, I'm not sure exactly where I would put it, but I really enjoy. I think it's a great Easter egg.
I think it's really good.
It It is one of the only Blundell maps to have a simple Easter egg, I think.
I'd say so.
And I think that works in its favor. I think that Mob of the Dead benefits from its simplicity.
Yeah, I think most maps benefit from their simplicity. And
yeah, I think that the Easter egg in this one though is just really fun. It's a simple one. It's not difficult to do at all, but it just gives you like a little bit of extra like info on like isn't it? It's the headphones, and then it gives you just like
yes.
Alcatraz
you know
stories.
more about it than I do, man.
I think I'm trying to remember if the audio recording. I'm pretty sure the recordings talk about the like the fictional escape, the like weasel escape in Mob, or
no the headphones talk about the real escape.
Is it the real escape?
The headphones talk about the real escape because the headphones are actual audio, like are taken from the audio tour of Alcatraz.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure about that the headphones are a real thing outside of the game that they have put in the game because it's just fucking cool.
Yeah, I know that the audio tour is a thing. I've seen videos of that before, but yeah, I couldn't remember if the Easter egg was that or not.
I'm like 82% sure that the headphones in the game are the actual audio tour of Alcatraz.
Should have played through the Easter egg before
we probably should have, but I'm mostly confident.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Easter egg though, really good, cool stuff. Just gives you like cool info on Alcatraz. Also, just like the story that it tells, the like cycle and the purgatory setting.
It is the first instance of a cycle for zombies.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
it introduced the idea that would be taken and ran too far with for the rest of it, because like that was like post Mob, the story was just a cycle.
Yeah.
Or I guess Buried happened, and then it was a cycle, you know?
Yeah. I think that Mob of the Dead has the best contained story in all of zombies.
I'd agree, because I think that the rest of it doesn't have a contained story.
Yeah. Everything else kind of, like, connects into each other. It's very, like... Yeah. It's very, like...
I think Shane could have a say in that conversation. Brock and Gary, I think, are really cool. I don't know.
They're really cool.
Brock and Gary.
In my opinion, they do not hold a candle to Mob of the Dead.
I think that I will, because I'm not personally as attached to Mob, and like you feel much more strongly about. Yeah. We agree on how good Mob is, but you feel much stronger about it than I do.
Yeah.
The same as we agree about how good Shadows is, but I care more about it than you do.
Yeah.
Just how that is. So I don't know enough about Shang, but I've heard Shang is really cool. I think that like lost people, and then actually no, is that also a cycle? Shang might be a cycle.
It might be.
It might be. We're gonna come back to this on the Shang episode.
Yeah, maybe we talk about Shang next. Maybe we throw him a curveball.
Shang of the Dead.
Shang of the Dead. Shang of the Cast. Pot of the Shangri-La.
Pot of La.
Shroudcast.
Bro, a bit that I thought was really funny, because I remember they were doing like E4C or something a while ago.
Yeah.
And they were doing on the Chronicles apps, and I think this is E4C, or maybe it was just a thing that he was doing. And I remember Syndicate was doing one of them, and a bit that he did was really funny. Shut up. And then they were doing the step that's like there's like shapes you have to correlate across the map.
Yeah.
And him just going, okay, it's like a triangle but with 4 sides. It's a square. and it was just him doing that. I thought it was really funny.
That's pretty
I think that's a really good bit. Just going, it's like a square but there's 5 sides on it, and it's a pentagon. And that's a good bit.
That's funny.
But yeah, let's get back to Mob.
Yeah. Let's cycle back around to Mob of the Dead.
I get it.
You.
Let's cycle back around.
It touched my face there.
But I remember, did we do it? Was it just me, you, and Kua who did it?
The Easter egg? Yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, it was us.
I was Weasel, and then I got rolled.
Yeah, he was like...
one of you had the Mark II and just fucking dropped me.
Yeah, Jack was like prepping up. We were on the bridge at the end of the egg.
A fight. Like not like a long battle, but we're talking like 15, 20 seconds. Like an actual fight. You know?
And then it switched over to where we could like shoot each other, and Jack within like half a second was dead.
It's like, you ever seen the UFC fight where the guy just like the fight starts and the guy just runs in and knees the guy in the head and the fight's over? Like he just knocks the guy out. It was like the bell rings. They're going, and he's out, and that's the whole fight. And it's like, oh my god, holy shit, he's dead. Holy shit.
I saw something similar to. I saw just like a random video. I think it was on Twitter. It was just a clip of some dude like being held back, and then he just like goes at some guy, and dude swings on him and just fucking folds.
It's really funny.
It was, and then the dude in the video too who was recording, he just went, oh my god.
I love fight clip. I'm not a huge fan of like just like fighting, but I love fights where someone just gets dropped.
Dude, just watching someone fucking fold is so good.
Or where it's a bigger dude fighting a smaller dude, and then he just picks him up and slams him. I think that's so funny. He just like power bombs him. It's really fun. Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, it's a fucking Easter egg is really cool. It's really good.
Easter egg is really good.
The story of Mob of the Dead is fantastic. I
Very good, yeah.
really enjoy just it. I will say, unfortunately, I think Blood of the Dead kind of takes away from the story of Mob a little bit with like some of the stuff that it does with like the warden and stuff.
I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, I know enough about it to know that it damages Mob just a little bit.
I do my best to keep things contained in that.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here trying to claim that like Blood of the Dead ruined Mob or anything.
Yeah.
Because like obviously Mob is still my number one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that Mob on its own, just like its self-contained story, especially when you don't take into account the stuff that Blood does, I think it's really fantastic.
Yeah, I think that you can just kind of, for the simple story of Mob, just go about it as if Blood didn't exist. Because
you kind of can.
While it did exist, and if we're talking about like stories and shit, you can. But I think that because Blood came out significantly after.
Yeah.
Like 6 years.
Yeah, pretty big gap.
Then you can just be like, we're just gonna talk about, the Sal, Finn, Weasel, and Finn O'Leary.
I think you said Finn twice.
I did say Finn twice. Sal, Finn, Weasel. You're gonna give me a minute. I'm gonna get this. You know who I'm missing, don't you?
He's trying. Look at him go.
Al is Weasel, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was pretty sure. Because I was just trying to think of names, and then I just remember the intro of going, "You've been in the joint too long, Al. You've got to get shit done." Dude, the one-liners in that intro were so hype.
I know, dude. It's great. Mob intro is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, against top two.
It's like, yeah, top two next to fucking Origins, probably.
Because Origins also bangs.
I think for me, it's probably top one.
Top two, not two? At Devontae Adams?
Sure, man. You're referencing something. I'm
referencing the Green Bay Packers. Sorry, guys. Devontae's our receiver. He's the best receiver in football.
That's great, man.
We went for a while where it'd be like, he's top 10. He's top 5.
I don't know. I don't remember the other character either.
What's his fucking name? I'm gonna remember this, or you are. One of us is gonna remember this.
One of us will get it. Sal Al Finn. Wait, what was that?
Mac woke up and she's on TikTok and there's someone going, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?"
I heard noise. I didn't know what it was. I wonder if that picked up.
Sal Al Finn. It's annoying because their names are on the side of the screen.
Yeah,
it says it.
Yeah, I don't remember the other one though.
Al Finn. Do we look it up?
Yeah, go for it. Look it up.
Oh no, I'm gonna kill myself in real.
In the meantime, even though we can't remember one of the characters' names, they are They're one of the best like one-off crews in zombies. Maybe the best.
They are the best one-off crew. As a Shadows guy, they're the best one-off crew.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that a little bit on the podcast. I think they are the best.
Because we talked about it with the Lauren characters episode.
Yeah. They are very good. Very good. Very good.
Billy,
Jesus.
Billy
Christ.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah. His name is Salvatore. Is his name?
Salvatore? Is it Tor?
That's how it's spelled.
Oh, that's weird.
Salvatore.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then Al's name is Albert.
Albert?
Yeah.
His name is fucking
which makes sense because no one's just named Al. It's short.
That does make sense, but also that's cringe and stupid.
Yeah, but Albert's a weird name. But yeah, they're really cool. Again, they're
great one-off cast of characters, great one-liners, quotes, very interesting, very like philosophical, questioning their place in the cycle and all that.
Yeah.
All the good stuff that comes with just like the cycle concept.
They're just like mobsters, dude. It's hype.
Yeah, it's hype as fuck.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm so annoyed.
Why?
This is a 2 moment.
Why?
Mob of the Dead and them being mobsters just kind of worked in my head. I just Mob of the Dead, like the dead being in like a mob of them, just kind of is what my brain did, and not them being mobsters.
That's crazy.
That's a 2. I didn't know that. Like this moment, it worked in my head that's what it was.
That's crazy that at no point was that connection made in your brain. It's not something I actively think about, obviously, but that happened in my brain at some point where I was like, yeah, it's mobsters, Mob of the Dead.
It's been like this has been out since like 2013.
Yep.
It's been out for 9 years.
That's crazy.
And I just figured that out.
2013 it was 9. Oh my god.
9 years.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I still remember like seeing trailers from before when Mob came out. That's crazy.
I don't remember that.
It was
you
like
remember
a
that,
little.
But you don't remember what you ate yesterday.
Five Guys.
Day before?
Not a clue. Not a damn clue. What was? Today's Tuesday, right?
It was McDonald's. We had the day before.
Yeah.
And then the day before was taco. We ordered food too much. And Mac has already ordered food.
Very cool.
Ordered Frank's steak and lemonade. That might be a local place. I didn't think about that.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to censor it. No matter what. We leave it in.
I really considered yelling your full name. Really funny.
Skylar Rolex.
Okay. Yeah, but Mob is really cool.
Mob is very cool.
Mob is really cool.
I'm bad at leading the charge.
You are bad at this, so this is why I'm taking it.
All right, you got it, man.
I'm 1 point now. I'm the sixth man, and I'm like Lou Williams. I come off the bench and I'm better than the starters. That's what I do. Sorry. Where should we go next?
Let's talk about weapons. Talk about the weapons of Mob, because Mob
the fire ass weapons.
Mob
because the box is on fire.
Yeah. The box looks really cool in Mob too.
The box is
just one of those small details
because
that looks good.
Did we talk about? Ooh, I forgot. This is just a callback to our conversation we had before on boxes. Origins has a unique box. I don't think we said that.
I think we did mention it. And Origins is just kind of a mid special box.
I think it's a cool box. I don't think it's top tier though.
It's definitely weaker than a lot of them. Like
it's weaker than Mob and BO4. So
yeah,
chaos, I guess. But
Mob. Not only does it have a couple of really cool wonder weapons, but even before we get into that, it has just a few unique weapons that are only on Mob of the Dead, which are really cool. Like the Uzi is on the map. It's only there. Uzi's a fun gun. You've got the Tommy. You've got the Tommy gun. Obviously, that absolute classic.
They just have mobster guns. You pull up with the Uzi, with the other gun.
Little Uzi, little Tommy gun.
Get the AK.
The AK-47 on the map for some reason. Reznov's Revenge. a little weird, but also it's cool. No
isn't
complaints
it,
from
like,
me.
the only map that has it up until
Yes.
that point, which is crazy.
It is the only map in, I think, all of Zombies pre like Cold War that has an AK.
It might be in BO4.
No, there's no AK in BO4.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's the KN and then there's the AN-94, and then there's no
That's crazy.
like AK-47.
Until Cold War, it was the only AK, which is insane.
Yeah, I mean you've got, I guess if you want to count like the KN from BO3, and then there's the KN-57 in BO4.
That's just not like that. That's not what.
Like, those are like the AK, future AK weapons.
They're always like AK variants.
Yeah,
The
like
AN-94 is an AK variant.
yeah, the RPK is in BO1.
Oh my god, that is an AK, isn't it?
It's like it's a big AK basically, but it's not the AK-47.
Oh my god, it is, isn't it? I didn't know that.
Did you not make that connection?
Yeah.
That's another one.
Don't say it.
It's another one though.
I'll hit you.
Yeah. What other weapons are just like regular weapons? There's the death machine.
Death machine.
That's fucking. Why is that there? It's just.
But it's cool.
It's cool. It's not very good, but fucking meat grinder.
It's pretty bad, but it's hype. It's hype.
It's just fucking a death machine.
Just the death
box.
machines in the fucking box, which is sick, and then so much less cool in the future. The LSAT was in Die Rise, right?
Yeah, LSAT's in the box though. Again, it makes a return.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's also in Nuketown.
It's also in a buried.
Yeah, but Mob came before buried.
I mean, yeah, but we're talking just like what maps have
the
the weapons
1911 is in the box animation, which is weird.
on. It is.
Yeah, this is common knowledge. This is fun fact that when you roll the box, 1911 is in it. You can never get it, but it's in the animation. It will fly by sometimes.
I've never paid attention to the box rolls enough to notice it. Then.
Yeah, that is a Zombies fun fact.
Yeah, that's something that I probably knew but forgot about.
Probably. Because at some point it was like you watch. I'm sure you watched a video that were like 15 things you didn't know about Call of Duty Zombies. Number 14. Did you know that in Mob of the Dead you can roll the mystery box and the 1911 is there? It's the only
Crazy.
It's the only map where it is. You also can't actually get it.
Crazy.
What else is in the box?
I think that's all of the stuff that's like actually unique to Mob.
I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna think. I think that's right. I'm gonna take a second to think about it.
You've got the Binker, the S12.
Bankers.
Binkers.
We were playing Mob, and I just got the S12, started screaming Bankers. And then
It was one of those things that you had to be there for.
You had to be there. And I would just scream Bankers. It was really funny. It was a funny moments TM.
Yeah, so now regular weapons out of the way. Let's talk the fucking wonder weapons of this map.
Sheesh. Well, sure, wonder weapons if you really wanna.
The what?
Sure, wonder weapons.
Well, I'm also counting the
retriever.
The retriever, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about the Blundergat first.
Yeah, so the Blundergat, in terms of like wonder weapons, it's a little bit weird because it's not actually super powerful.
Yeah.
Especially the regular Gat is not a super strong wonder weapon by any means.
Yeah.
However, it feels fantastic to use. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's such a fucking
one of the more
great
fun
wonder
weapons, I'd say.
Yeah, it's got a really cool aesthetic to it. It's like it's just a big fuck off 4-barreled shotgun,
Which is hype. Just
It's
a
hype.
fucking gat.
And then at any point early-ish in the game, it just fucking drops anything that's in front of you.
Yeah, and then when you upgrade to the sweeper, and then they're gone.
It's just fucking bop. They're out of the
They
way.
literally disintegrate into pain and nothingness.
It's incredible. It's such a satisfying.
It
wonder
also
weapon to
makes
use.
crawlers,
It can make crawlers.
which is, I mean, I'm not saying, but that's a little cool because it's like the only non-explosive that does that.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of neat.
of neat,
Kind of nice. Kind of neat.
nice. But yeah, it's fucking cool.
It's such a fucking. Mom's such a good fucking map, man.
Yeah, it's mid, but
Did you say?
But yeah, it's fucking it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, and then the acid gat and the vitriolic withering is like in terms of like raw power, one of the weaker wonder weapons, but in terms
Yeah.
of like usefulness and utility, easily one of the strongest.
I mean, if we're talking raw power, it's down there with the Winter's Howl and the VR-11 and the Scavenger.
It's better than those because it can like insta-kill still.
I'm saying it's just, I mean, so can the VR-11.
I mean, yeah, but the vitriolic withering is inherently better just because
I'm not saying
ammo.
it's worse than those. I'm saying, but it's down there.
It's like on the lower tiers. I'd say it's like a tier up from like shit like the Winter's Howl and stuff.
Shut up.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. In terms of raw power, it's down there.
I gotta calm down saying shut up. I gotta calm down a little bit. Just like it's like a tad, just a tad, you know.
Yeah,
take it down from like an 8 to a 7. And I'm good.
In terms of just like the utility though, oh my god, it's crazy.
On utility, it's top tier.
It's maybe the best in terms of just like usefulness. What is better?
I'm thinking
Paralyzer maybe.
Paralyzer maybe.
I
don't even know though, because Paralyzer loses usefulness. He just stops killing shit or whatever, like late game.
I mean, yeah, but Paralyzer also has like the utility in terms of like
you do fly,
being able to get around.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, Vitriolic Withering, if you get stuck at all, you're good. It doesn't matter. Doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
I made the mistake when I used to play. One of the reasons why my mob solo round isn't super high is when I was playing it a lot. Rather than like trying to get the zombie mission to run away from me, I would just get stuck and then just spam it down.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
Which is useless.
Yeah, because
that's just not like, how that works.
Yeah, not good. Not smart
but
at all.
But you have to shoot it once and then jump up, try to get it out of there.
Yeah, that's something that I learned mostly from watching like high round players and stuff. Yep. Unsurprisingly.
But yeah, and is that a good transition to high rounds?
Not quite yet. We got to talk about the retriever still.
We do. We
got to talk about the retriever.
The retriever, which is
the coolest equipment in zombies.
Is it the best?
Best? I don't think so.
The only contender to my opinion, is the Gersh device.
That's not even like what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
I mean, if we're talking just like the raw usefulness, I think something like
There's a good shot that I'm blanking.
Yeah, I'm bringing BO4 into this. Wraithfires.
Nah.
They're not nearly as cool, but in terms of just like usefulness, Wraithfires are incredibly powerful.
Nah. Cringe.
I agree that it's cringe, but I think that if we're talking just how useful is something, Wraithfires are up there.
I mean, we haven't included BO4 in conversations up until...
Well, I mean, yeah, but like we are playing BO4 now, so we like have room to have an opinion on it.
Nah. Also, it regens, so...
I mean, yeah, but that's part of it. That's just like...
Boo. Boobs.
Yeah, I mean, BO4 cringe still, obviously, but, you know.
Cringe still.
We're playing it, at least. We're trying the shit, so we have, like, opinions on stuff.
Yeah. But,
eventually, we'll talk about it, and we'll actually go into detail on stuff.
Yeah. But, yeah, so the Retriever is super sick.
It's super cool. It's very useful.
Yep.
Not only is it powerful for killing shit, but it also, like, has a little bit of utility itself, because it can grab drops and stuff.
Yeah.
You can use it to get like the drops from the cells, or just get drops that are far away from you that you couldn't get otherwise.
Yeah, it's really
cool. The way that you get it is fun. It's the like rule of 3. Introduce the like dog mechanic, just the like soul boxes there that you got to fill up.
Is that the first soul box?
No, Moon.
Yes, got it.
Yeah,
took me a second. Yeah, but.
It's one of the first soul boxes. In my opinion, it's one of the better implementations of a soul box.
One of the better.
Yeah.
One of the better.
What do you think is better, Jack?
Both of the origin soul boxes, the stabs and the boxes themselves.
Oh yeah.
I think those are both better. And then I think that Shadows is a really good soul box as well.
I don't have much of an opinion on them. I think that the way that Mob does it is good though.
I don't like the wait.
What do you mean?
I don't like the inability to get them in for a while.
I kind of enjoy that because it means you have to kind of... It's a very small layer of depth to how you play, but it does add a layer of depth where you can play a little bit riskier and hoard up zombies and have them ready to go, but then that means you have to train up zombies, and in certain areas that can be tighter. Or you can kill them a little bit faster and then have a chance of not getting enough progressing through the round. I enjoy that.
Doesn't work on Mob with how tight it is. I think it works on the docks. It does not work on the roof. It does not work in the roof area. It does not work in the cell area, or in the prison block itself. I think that it is a fair concept because it adds a wrinkle. I am always a fan of adding a wrinkle to something. Like, hey, this is like this, but it's just a little bit different. We tweak it a little bit, make it different. But I think that it is implemented in a weird way. I think it's implemented better on Horizon. However, I
guess in DE you have a little bit more room, so it gives you more space to work with that. I can't agree to that.
But I do think that it is sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Killing a zombie and then the hellhound that's been chasing us for years, the head of it flies out of the wall and then sucks in the dead body, which is fucking
and then
dope.
just fucking chows down.
Chows down that motherfucker. First of all, eat 6 of them. Hype. There's 3 of them.
Yep. 666. That's cool.
If you are 555. It's a joke. I listened to the song today. It's a good song.
It's a banger of a song.
But which is hype, and then it just recedes back into the wall and is full. And it's like, yeah, now here's good job. Take a fucking tomahawk.
Take the Hell's Retriever. The fucking Satan tomahawk.
Which is super hype, and I really wish there was a better one on Etsy. But I also don't know how you'd make it better.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
it really gets carried by like the particle effects.
The particle effects carry it.
Those go such a long way.
I don't like. I'm not saying carry it in a negative way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If there's a team that is really, really good because LeBron is on the team, they're a really good team because of LeBron. They are not. Well, they're a good team, but I mean, it's because of LeBron, guys. What are we doing here? I don't care. Good ass team. Good ass fucking aesthetic because of the particle effects.
Yeah.
Without the particle effects, it looks a little bit weird, but it has them, so why judge it without it? But it looks super hype.
Yeah. It looks dope as fuck. It also just like works well, which is cool. Yeah. The upgrade process is pretty simple, which I appreciate, especially after playing some of the later maps in the Blundelverse.
Yeah.
Having stuff that's like simple upgrades, it's just like kill zombies in the prison and then use the tomahawk for a round on the bridge. Yeah. And then you can go into Afterlife and just pick it up. Or you got to get rid of it first and then you go and pick it up.
I'm going to ask a question. I'm also concerned because the battery is beeping red.
What you got?
Do you think it's a good thing that the implementation of the fact that it can only one shot to a certain point, and after it can't one shot, you are a little fucked? Like, do you think that's good? I'm asking. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think that to make the upgrade worthwhile, you kind of need to have it not be able to one shot.
I'm not saying that my concern isn't that it can't one shot. My concern is that you have to only use it for a round. Like you cannot shoot for a round to upgrade it. But if you get there too late, you're a little bit fucked.
Yeah, I think that's just like a symptom of the zombie health scaling. I don't think that's like a super bad thing personally.
I'm asking. Like I don't know if I think it's bad.
I don't think that's bad.
I'm putting it out there.
I think that's just like you gotta play a little bit quickly if you want to get it done. You're not like super rushed.
You don't have to speed run.
Yeah, but you do have to like make sure that you're doing it. I think that at worst it's like a neutral thing. It can like mess up a game, and then after that you're not gonna make that mistake again.
Yeah. But I think that it also, yeah.
That's where I stand on it.
Yeah, I think that it's. Yeah, I'm a little up in the air with it. I'm not 100%.
Yeah. I want to move on to something. Since the camera is going to fucking die on us.
Yeah, I mean, we should speedrun. The Redeemer is just it being blue flames.
Yeah, the blue flames is so fucking cool.
It's so cool. It's crazy how much the changing of a color from red to blue is so sick.
It fits with like the whole Afterlife thing as well.
Pick it up in Afterlife is so hype.
Yeah. Something that I want to talk about, something that I wanted to focus in on this episode at some point was the soundtrack. The soundtrack and the music.
Best sound of any map.
Best soundtrack by far on any Zombies map.
And it has 2 songs in it that are both bangers. That are both like easily gettable songs.
Yeah, Rusty Cage, which was not made for the map, but fits so well. And then also, where are we going? Which is the Blood of the Dead version, the like Redux version, is top 5 song. This version though.
Also,
even like
this one's top 6. Come back with a Ratatouille.
Yeah, this one is still great. It suffers from being too short. There's not enough of the song.
That's what I've always felt a little sad about. Is it's only like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, which is a little bit unfortunate.
A little unfortunate.
But yeah, the like general soundtrack on the map is absolutely fantastic.
It's so good. Door noises.
Yeah, like all of the
noises.
All of the just like the even down to like the round change music and just like
it is the first different round change music.
Yeah, that's hype
music, which is really hype.
And then just like all of the audio cues for going into different areas, the like just the different sounds for the different areas, and just God, it's hard to describe exactly, but just
I said I always find it harder to talk about things that are good. I always find it harder. I don't know why I find it harder, but I always do.
It's a little bit harder. I'd need to like be able to use specific examples, I think.
Yeah, but I
don't have right now.
It's super sick. The map is just all around really cool. We'll bump to a negative real quick, small negative, but perks. Not a lot of perks. You don't really have a choice, because the only choice you're given is Deadshot,
which you're not gonna buy.
Who wants Deadshot?
You're not gonna buy Deadshot. I really wish that we did get more perks. It did introduce Cherry for the first time, which
is really sick, because Cherry's now like a staple.
Cherry's a staple. It's a great perk. It's also it's still the only map that we've gotten the Cherry machine on.
Crazy. It's crazy.
I find that really cool personally. I enjoy that.
I don't know, but I think it's cool.
Maybe not cool, but I like it. I like that that the machine has like its one place.
I guess so.
It's there.
I guess it gives Cherry like a bit of an identity. Like it's the mob.
Yeah.
Perk.
Like it's nice too, because they kind of like have their cake and eat it too here, where it shows up on other maps and you get to use it.
Yeah.
But it still like has its identity in mob.
Yeah, like when I think of other perks, I don't necessarily think of specific maps, but Cherry you think of mob immediately. It's the only map.
Yeah, which I think it's neat.
Yep. And
if only it had more perks though, it would have benefited so much from having a slightly more selection. Like just Stam or something.
Stamina up or PhD. Dude,
PhD is in the like Grief cell block version of the map too, which
it's
is
also
cool.
off. It's on the dock.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, we thought you would want more perks, so we bullied you because you're not gonna get them. Which is like, why, dude?
It's like, come on, man. Like Mule Kick probably not gonna be too useful, but at least it's another thing.
At least have it,
Then we also it at least gives us more fodder to be like, lol, who's gonna buy Deadshot or Mule Kick? Two of like the lower tier perks.
But it's fine, I have bought Mule Kicking games before.
Yeah.
It's just it's a little frustrating.
Yeah. That is one of my 2 issues with Mob of the Dead, though. My 2 like big.
What's your second issue? Did we talk about it already?
I don't know, but just like my other thing is that building the plane every game, and then if you want to go back, having to get the fuel cans every time gets a little bit tiresome.
I don't mind building it the first time every time.
Yeah, it's mostly the fuel cans.
It's the fuel cans.
And also the fact that if you're playing in a co-op game, you can only take one plane part at a time per person,
which wouldn't be as bad, but there's one on the dock. And it's just a lot.
Yeah, it gets to be a little bit much. In like a 3 or 4 player game, not that bad. In a 2-player game, it gets a little bit annoying.
I also wish
they changed it in solo, so it's not bad there at all.
I wish there was a little bit of fast travel. I wish there was a little more there.
Yeah, mob takes just a little bit longer than you would like sometimes to get around.
Not a lot longer. It isn't a huge problem, but like
I will say it's not as bad as something like Blood of the Dead. Blood of the Dead is a lot worse about it.
Yeah,
because it has fast travels that are useless. And it's just bigger,
and they're also a little slow, right?
Like the fast travels take like 12 seconds.
Yeah, which is too long.
Yeah,
which is also an issue with Origins. But you know that perfected fast travel. Shadows of Evil. Oh, it's so good on Shadows. It's so good on Shadows. It's perfect.
Yeah, I think that Mob doesn't suffer from that much.
He doesn't suffer, but it definitely could have benefited from it.
It could have been a little bit better, but I think
it isn't necessarily a negative, but it's a thing that could have easily been a positive, and it wasn't. You know?
Yeah, I think that Mob of the Dead does have a pretty strong map layout.
Yeah, I think it all works really well. I really like the what is it called? The room, the winding staircase room.
Yeah, the citadels.
The citadels are really cool to like kind of separate the map.
Yeah.
Finding a way to giving you multiple ways to get to
the docks.
But still making those ways both feel very separate.
Yeah.
The docks are a very different part of the map.
Yeah.
Because the citadels are just so different.
Yeah, very very different area. All of the maps or all of the like segments feel unique, but they feel like connected and they just kind of flow well.
They feel unique, but they all feel like that they are exactly what they should be.
Yeah, it all just kind of works together.
Mm-hmm.
Everything flows. It has a lot of good flow to it, which I think a lot of later maps lack a lot of.
Yeah,
Blood of the Dead lacks it. That Blood of the Dead does not have that same flow.
Yeah,
which, yeah.
But yeah, it's a really good map. It's really good. Top 2.
Top 1.
Top 2.
Top 2, not 2.
Top 2, 2. Top 2 is 2. Top 2, not 1. It's really good. But there's so many things that are just better on Shadows. All right, you know what?
Something that we haven't even touched on at all is the Afterlife system.
Yeah, I thought about that. Because Afterlife system is not the worst thing, and I think in the world.
I think that the Afterlife system, I have mixed feelings on it because on one hand, it kind of like breaks the balance a little bit where you can just like the balance up to this point, it's like you have 3 revives in solo.
Yep. Past
that, you're done.
Yeah,
this is just like you can just keep going down.
Yeah, on my I remember at some point I had like a highest round like 56, I think it was, and I went down 30 times.
Yeah, which just isn't.
You shouldn't have
before Mob, that just wasn't possible.
It wasn't possible, and it shouldn't be possible.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that though at this point, because like. Part of me does think that it like breaks the balance a little bit and it's a little bit strong, but also
I don't mind having multiple chances to die. But
yeah, part of me, especially more recently as I've become a little bit more casual about my zombies gameplay, just a little bit, is that I just enjoy like being able to keep going and not having my game be like just
I agree.
Shut down. I enjoy that.
But I think that the capability of your game ending on round 50 and going down 30 times is too much. What were we talking about?
Afterlife.
Afterlife
And how I kind of like the Afterlife system but have mixed feelings on it.
I think it's a bit
it's a bit much.
It's a bit much in my opinion. I think that like 10 downs in a game is good. I think that that's good for like players who are just trying to vibe.
Yeah.
You know, but 30 in a 50 round game is too much.
It feels like a little bit much. I feel like my perspective on it also is a little bit different after something like Cold War, where you can just rebuy self revives.
Yeah.
Like that did change it up. But even Cold War is different though, because it's like in Cold War you have to have enough salvage, and then you have to get to the
You do have to
station
earn it a little bit.
The problem I think in Mob with the Afterlife system is the fact that you just get given them at the end of a round.
You just acquire a down.
So you just have to like play the game.
Yeah, just play the game as normal, and then
you don't have to like do anything to keep yourself alive.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that there is no QR on the map. I like the fact that you get like a freed up perk slot.
It frees up a perk slot.
It changes up the perks a little. That is one thing that I think does work in favor for Mob perk wise.
It is the most different map based on for perks.
Yeah.
It's the most different map.
Yeah, like there's QR just isn't there.
It doesn't exist.
Which sucks a little bit for co-op, but I think overall it does kind of work in favor of the map personally. So I like it. I also I like the implementation of the Afterlife system not including the downs.
Yeah.
Like it when you ignore that, that's like kind of the issue with it, but in terms of just functionality, it's super cool.
It's as if they knew that and then tried again and then did it better.
Yeah, it's only better in Shadows though because it's like separated from the down system.
I know, I think it's better either way. I like being able to
Yeah, the zipping around is cool. I like the aesthetic of Mob of the Dead system more though, like like killing yourself and becoming a ghost being who can hop around and shoot lightning out of your fingies. I like that. I think that's cool.
I like the alien. I like the alien going
little beast.
I scared the cat. Going fucking got her. She was like, "Oh my god, I'm being attacked."
Jambo's just fucking chilling, dude. Just
His hair's been like that.
His
tail's foofed.
Oh, look at his tail.
Oh shit,
dude! I remember the time where he turned, he walked out of the bathroom, his tail was fucking. I was like, "Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh my god!"
All right, what else is there to actually talk about with Mob? I guess we didn't talk about high rounds. You tried to transition into that, and then
you RKO'd me out of the building. I don't know why.
Listen, it didn't work. We had more shit to talk about.
Yep.
High rounds on Mob.
Yeah. Sorry. We can incorporate this in this conversation.
Yeah, the high rounds on Mob they're fine.
Yeah, I mean, nothing special.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. I will say, it's the version of the strategy that I used I know very well because I've gotten to round 150 on this map. So in that regard, it's kind of special to me. This map was my first 100. I've talked about that
also
before.
The spork.
The spork. We haven't. Oh my god, I haven't used it in so long.
The
but
excitement
that's so cool.
of you going, the spork.
Because it's so cool, dude. You get the fucking golden spork.
Golden spork is sick.
I think I probably still remember how to do it. Isn't you? You have to. Don't you hit the poster, right? And then you can go into the thing. You zap the spoon, and then don't you tomahawk in the cafeteria in that one spot?
And no, I think you shoot the spoon, and then you put it in the bath, and then you come down. You get the
tomahawk from the cafeteria.
Tomahawk the fork in the cafeteria.
Then you have to take the acid gat down into the showers and get kills in the room, right?
That could be it. I don't know.
I know that's a step. I don't know if that's the next step.
I trust that that's right. Yes, I do trust that that's right.
I know for sure that is a step.
I have memory of me and Magnemite playing and that being there.
Yeah. So I know you have to do that at some point. So I think you do that, and then I think you can go back up to the bathtub and then grab it.
Yeah, no. You put it up. You put both things into the bathtub. You go down into the showers. You get the kills. You come back up. Hold X on it,
and then it gives
the
you the
golden spork comes out.
Yeah.
And it's a spork.
That's gold.
That one stabs until around like 34.
Yep, 34.
Which is so sick.
That's sick. And on like the older games where you don't have like all the crazy OP shit, having a one-hit melee weapon up to the 30s,
34.
That's like crazy powerful. Just having like a thing that you can use to one-hit stuff, get it out of the way.
It's really helpful for if you don't have like the strategy down for early rounds. Because like if you're going into the staircase area, because that's something that I used in my epic round 50 game, is I would jump up there and I wouldn't be doing it right, and then I would just stab them. I would throw the tomahawk, and then if I couldn't, and if there were more, I'd just stab them.
Incredible.
It is incredible, Mr. Incredible, even a superhero.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, Golden Spork is I feel like I've kind of forgotten about it or like underappreciated, but it's
It's really cool.
Such a cool side Easter egg. It's so
really cool.
sick.
It's
again,
really funny. I think how they're like, okay, the Bowie knife was introduced in Doris, which was a one hit until round 10, and they're like, okay, we're adding a new layer, Galvanuckles, also a viable thing. It's double the price now, so it's a little but then it goes into round 14. And then that's what we're rolling with.
Yeah.
And now here's a thing, one shot until 34, which is wild. It's wild.
Yeah, Black Ops 3 they took a step backwards, just went back to the Bowie knife.
Back to the knife, which I think is probably fair.
Black Ops 4 they gave infinite melee one hits.
Fantastic.
Wonderful stuff. Shout out to Alpha Omega high round strategy.
It's just rough. It's rough. It's a rough thing.
It's not respected by the community, which is good because
No.
it means you have to actually like play the map in an interesting way for it to be legitimate.
Team
in the
lead win is
community's
down by
eyes.
15. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Golden Spork though. What a great side Easter egg.
Great side Easter egg.
It's another one I think that benefits from its simplicity as well.
Yeah.
Like it's like I haven't done that side Easter egg in years, and I think I could go and do it right now. I think
when we played, I kind of started doing it, and then I stopped because I didn't feel like it.
Yeah, I think like though I'm pretty sure those are the steps. Like we could probably just go and do that without having to look it up or anything.
Yeah.
Like it's still just in
It's
there,
really cool.
which is dope.
It's dope. Dope. Yeah.
Is there anything else? I think we hit on all the major points. Setting super cool, story super cool, characters are super cool.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about the actual like plane ride itself and Pack-a-Punch and stuff. The Golden Gate Bridge, that's
Golden
fucking
Gate Bridge is
cool as
sick.
shit.
Yeah.
Like you fucking fly to the Golden Gate Bridge off of Alcatraz, you crash, and then you're there. You have fucking Pack-a-Punch, it's super nice open area to train.
Yeah.
And then you have to fucking electrocute yourself in the electric chair.
You have to
get back to the
you have
map.
to commit suicide just to continue existence.
To be fair, you have to commit suicide a lot in Mob.
Yeah, but it's like a little more direct. You know?
Yeah. Setting up in the electric chair is a little bit more.
Yeah, just going compared to going and then actually yeah. And then the electricity going down the wires.
Yeah, being able to see it.
The visual of that happening. It's really cool.
Terrifying.
It's really cool.
Terrifying thought.
Yeah. I had a dream I died. It was weird. It was a weird dream.
Remember that? I remember that dream where I was like, what was it, like 106 years old?
Old man. Boomer. Warden's also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Warden has the Wardens are pretty cool. It's pretty
Warden
easy.
Warden is a really good implementation of just like a heavy enemy like mini boss type.
Just a heavy enemy mini boss, which doesn't do a whole lot, but he's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
which is I think like what most mini bosses should be. They shouldn't be too much.
Yeah, he's good because he's not too much. Like there are some that can become annoying where it's like they're not well designed enemies where they have like too much or they become like a problem. There's too many of them maybe. Like you get spammed with special enemies or something.
Yeah. 4.
Yes.
But
yeah, no, Warden is good though. Like it just simple enough. There's like a little bit of dialogue that you get with him, or like
there's one never be over.
that's one of the things. That's one of my biggest faults with Blood of the Dead is they fuck up the Warden a lot in that.
Yeah,
map.
I don't remember enough about it, but I remember everybody being like,
one of the things that I still remember that I don't like is they retroactively made it so that the Warden was like controlled by the Shadow Man, which I am not a fan of.
yeah,
Like they had radios and stuff where it was like, oh, the Shadow Man is
I remember
the
that.
one behind it.
Shadow Man talking to
And
the
then the Warden has like a different voice and stuff, and they change him so he's like it's just weird. I don't like him in the map as much. In Mob of the Dead though, he's really good.
Super safe.
If you ignore like what they did to him later,
Look what they did to my boy.
look what they did.
They've massacred my boy.
They turned him into a puppet for the Shadow Man.
But yeah, it's really cool.
And lockdown shit. That's neat, I guess. Gives him a different like element other than just like he hit hard.
Yeah, because like early game, you kind of have to be like,
You
hey,
gotta
stop,
prioritize killing him.
Like
he can like shut down traps and stuff. So you have to like he can like shut down that method. You have to like focus on killing him before he can like run traps and stuff.
So yeah, he's not super strong, but you do have to kill him quickly.
You do, yeah. You have to put a little bit of focus on him because he can mess you up in other ways,
which is good. I think that's a good implementation.
It's a very well designed mini boss. He's not like super tanky or annoying or anything. He hits a little bit harder. He can like fuck you up a little bit if you're not careful. But he's also pretty easy to avoid. He has like nice telegraphs. The smoke bomb, I think, is kind of that can be a little bit annoying to deal with. But
I've never cared. It's never meant anything to me.
That's just one of those things. It's like you shoot the helmet off, you're doing good damage to him, but he fucks up your vision a little bit.
Yeah, I've never even like mentally taken a note of the fact that happened. Like I know it does. I think about it. I know it does, but it's never been like I think it's relevant to me.
Yeah,
which I think is probably the way it should be.
Yeah, one of the better mini bosses, I think.
But yeah,
very simple. Mom of the Dead does a lot of things a lot of things. Looking at it does a lot of things in a very simple but elegant way, I think.
Which is good. It's a very good map.
It benefits a lot from that. I think the only thing in the map that's, like, pretty complex is, like... Or not even complex, but just more time-consuming is, like, the plane build to Pack-a-Punch. That can be a little bit much on, like, going back to the map, but even then, I don't mind that too much.
Yeah.
None of the plane parts are hard. It's mostly just the fuel cans.
It's the fuel cans, yeah. But yeah, so I think is that all we have?
I think that's just about everything to do with Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, it's really good. Top 2 is 2.
Top 2 is 1.
Very good map. Is that it? Are we good? Are we?
I think that's it personally. You want to figure out what map we're doing next? You wanna decide it on the podcast?
I think it's fun deciding on the podcast.
I do. I think it's fun deciding. I do think that if we pick a bad map, then it's a little bit.
I mean, we'll have to do them all at some point.
I mean, yeah. I kind of. What if we actually did Shang next? That could be kind of fun.
Could be cool doing Shang. I don't really want to do Shang. My desire map to do next is do Kino der Toten.
Kino.
I think Kino could be a good one.
That could be a fun discussion.
Kino is what I want to do. I've been thinking about that. Like for the past week, I've been thinking about it a little bit here and there, and my brain went to Kino as a map that we don't talk about a whole lot, but we do have an opinion that isn't that not everybody agrees with.
Yeah.
Like I think that casuals will disagree and hardcores will agree.
Yeah.
I think.
Pretty generally, I think that is what people think.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing Kino next.
Yeah, Kino. What if we called it? No, because Pod der Toten is a different podcast. that is a different podcast. I remember looking it up. That is a different podcast.
That makes sense.
Pod der Toten is a map. Is a pod.
Sick.
Kino of the Dead.
KinoCast. The cast.
The cast.
Spelled with a K. Because Kino. Cast.
Yeah, but no. No. The clan really ruined K's.
You didn't have to go and say it.
Bro,
it was there already.
At my work, there's like these aisles of bins, right?
Uh-huh.
Where they're like assigned by like doubles of letters and then trios of letters, and they skipped KKK. It's not there.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, which like I didn't realize for a while. I was like, it's weirdly lined up. I thought it was because like one of them's like a pillar which cuts off a spot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that does.
KKK just isn't there.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like I just like imagine them like having their meeting where they're talking about it, or like at whatever point they were talking about like setting up the entire area. They were like, so we're gonna assign them by letters. We're gonna, for whatever reason, they didn't do just one letter. They went from 2 to 3.
They could have saved themselves some trouble if
they could have gone A B C D E and then A B B C D, but they just went A B B, A C, and then they went to KKK and we're like, okay, here's the plan.
PR disaster waiting to happen.
We're not gonna have that. Or maybe it was a PR. Maybe they had it and it's just an old building, so they changed it.
One of the employees was like,
because
mad
someone was like, you can't have that there. That's not allowed. You can't do that. And then it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Binkers.
Binkers. Let's go, Binkers.
Binkers.
Binkers. Binkers.